Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming. And continuing our series of Disney playthroughs, we are going to play World of Illusion today. Spiritual sequel to both Castle of Illusion and QuackShot, where you get to play as both Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. Today we're going to be doing a Mickey Mouse playthrough, but we will revisit at a later time and also do a Donald Duck playthrough for you. So we'll just enjoy the intro here. This is undoubtedly one of the Mega Drive's most beautifully animated games. It really is just like playing a cartoon. Pretty nice music as well. So we begin with the opening story. So they found a mysterious curtain. What could possibly lie inside? Oh, Donald's disappeared. And so has Mickey. So we are trapped in a literal world of magic and illusion. Not a bad premise for a Disney game. So let's see how we get on. So as I said, we're going to play as Mickey today. We begin with level 1. It's all pretty simple really. Use your magic blanket, I suppose, to knock out any enemies as they come running towards you. And crawl to collect these power-ups. It really has a very kind of cutesy aesthetic, this entire game. This was the precursor to a lot of very successful Disney platform games in the years ahead, likes of Aladdin, Jungle Book, Lion King. They all kind of found their genesis, pun fully intended, in this game. So, like most of these games, level 1 is just kind of an intro to get you a feel for how the controls work and how to, you know, collect items, whatever. So you learn how to crawl and jump and use your attacks, basic things really. And the jumping is a bit smoother in this than it was in both QuackShot and Castle of Illusion. It feels a fair bit easier to control. And these are your springboards. Here, if we bounce repeatedly, we will bring out more platforms for us to jump on. Oh, but I missed the jump there. Oh, too late now. Not to worry, we're at full health anyhow, so I think we're okay. Let's get it right this time. Cool. More for us to cover here. Oh, it's just a health power-up, which we don't really need, but, well, no harm in a little bit of exploration. We're now getting propelled forward again. And this is the end of the level. But now we've got some spider webs to contend with. You notice that thematically this first level is quite similar to Castle of Illusion's opening level, you know, with the spider webs and so on. But watch out, because those webs there with the hole in the centre, that will break if you step on it, so you've got to be careful. We want to just follow the line here. Again, watch out, because we were going to be dropped right into the hazard there. It's not a difficult game, this, but you do have to just kind of keep aware of where you're going, and you know, don't get too casual about it. This is almost like a kind of a snake type puzzle we're playing here. We have to follow the spider's web line. I think he's a spider, but he's got the face of a dog for some strange reason. I don't know. Because Disney. And this is our first boss. And he will come at you from different angles, so just... Now when he's in this posture you can't actually strike him, so you gotta just watch out. And wait for him to come back. When his shell is showing, that's when you can hit him. Like so. And he's down. Level 1 is clear. So at the end of each level, Mickey unlocks a new magic spell that he can use. So setting up the pretense for the next part of the game, where you're going to have a new mechanic that you have to deal with. So in this case, it is Magic Carpet Ride. So we have to, again, returning sprites from QuackShot here with the Angry Birds, or at least very similar approximations of them. And you have to deal with wind gusts here and all kinds of things, but again, it's not difficult. Just keep your wits about you and try not to hit any of the tornadoes. And make sure that you do not end up down at the bottom of the level, because that will cost you a life if you get caught in that tornado down there. Oh, we got lightning storm to contend with now, and little fire dancers. Kind of a Fantasia thing going on here. Again, it's simplistic stuff, but it's really, really beautifully animated. Say what you will about Disney as a company, but they certainly knew how to license out good games back then. It's nice little touches. I like the look of worry in Mickey's face. It very quickly turns to delight when he sees that he's actually getting out safely. We're just running through here, trying not to get caught, and we've made it. Again, this is, I think, borrowing assets from QuackShot. So what we want to do here is to try and get as much mileage out of these platforms as we can, and there we go, we're down at the bottom. And another cloud-based level. One could say it's an early form of cloud computing. Haha, see what I did there? Sorry. Anyway, moving on. Now, these little clouds will disappear if you stand on them for too long, so be aware of that. And this game does offer some good replay value because it plays differently if you play as Mickey or Donald, or if you do a two-player game, that's different again. Sorry, I just enjoy messing around with the keyboard. Oh, there's an extra life, but I missed it. Clumsy me. Ouch, indeed. And now we're on to the second boss. And it's Peach Dragon again, or some kind of variant thereof. Sorry, Mickey. And he's down. Now, what spell have we unlocked for level 3? Ah, Magic Bubble. So here is the obligatory underwater level. The underwater segment is mercifully short, because as you know I don't particularly like underwater levels. Tigerfish there. There is a kind of a Little Mermaid vibe to this, although the Little Mermaid game was actually one of Disney's weaker efforts. It was really not a very good game at all, and you could finish it in about 20 minutes even if you weren't particularly good at games. Obviously aimed at kids, but still, when you're paying £40 at the time, you want to get something that will last a bit longer than that, I would think. So we just want to watch out for these little urchins here. And in here, little secret. Extra energy, which we very promptly lost. Kind of defeating the purpose of that whole venture. But anyway. Really is just a nice kind of positive game, this. You know, I was playing Mortal Kombat earlier today, and this is kind of the perfect tonic to that, I suppose. Also maybe highlights how much of an eclectic taste I have in video games, but there you go. I'm gonna have to get some more health on the board. We're down to only 2 items here. Just drop down here. Oh dear. Ah, there's an extra life. Just as well, really. The way that these tigerfish kind of home in on you is, you know, it's not difficult, but it's definitely one of the more challenging enemies that you'll face in this game. So you have to really keep out their way. I mean, to be honest, that losing a life there was really just a kind of a hangover from the last boss, which I didn't handle particularly well. So, but we're okay now, I think. So we know there's an extra life up here. Let's go grab it again. Hopefully it respawned. The problem is you cannot use any attacks here, so you just have to dodge every adversary. And that's easier said than done, especially when you're moving as slowly as Mickey does with his bubble. Like so. Poor little tigerfish seems to be in a daze there, he's just going back and forth in circles. Right, if you could stop chasing me, that would be great, thank you. Okay, now we go down here. And we want to try and get the attention of this clam. And then let him come over and eat the bubbles, so we can go forward. Oh, not quite at the exit yet, but we're getting there. Quite atmospheric music for this level again. Okay, so we cleared the first part. Oh, goldfish. I wonder how those will figure into the plot later on. Thankfully we have now cleared the bubble section. We're in a kind of an underwater cave here. There's shades of Echo the Dolphin about this. That's a game I might play if I'm so inclined later on, but I don't know. It's not a game I particularly enjoy. It's a very, very tough challenge and kind of frustrating in places. Oh dear. That's alright. Still got plenty of credits left. So what we want to be doing is you don't want to be like standing on these when they open, because that is when you'll take damage. Like so. Oh, and we're back to the bubble again. This time we're into a sunken ship. Oh dear, that wasn't very clever. So watch out for these holes in the floor. Don't let the starfish get you. The last one will drop down in front of you just to be deceptive, so be prepared for that. Swordfish. We'll just go past him, I don't think we need to waste time there. And the funny thing is, if you're playing as Donald Duck, at points like that the story will diverge because Donald Duck's backside is too big to get through little gaps like that. And we're clear. And on to the next boss now, which is, funnily enough, a shark. So kind of Jaws style here, you gotta watch for when the shark takes a dive. When it does that, that's your best opportunity to get in an attack. Don't think we're going to get him on this attempt, but hopefully next one. Ah, I think one more hit would have done it as well. Not to worry, we'll get him this time. And the one thing that makes this game slightly more difficult is the fact that you don't recover health between subsections of the game, so... Really, is this all about your positioning here? Be ready for when the shark runs at you. Probably do another leap attack here, I would think. Yep. Oh, I missed. Oh dear. Ah, not to worry though. Oh. Teleportation magic. That'll come in handy. Now, why are there goldfish here, I wonder? Well, this is why. Because we were inside a giant library the whole time. It really is cute how all the little sort of stationary items are used to get you around the level. Oh, watch out for the drawing pins. And of course, much like Castle of Illusion, sugar cubes provide bonus levels. Nice music again this level, just kind of cutesy and inoffensive. Through we go. So this time we'll go up here. Watch out for the little stamp there. And now we get to use our magic. And teleport. No, tape measure. And we're going into the cookie jar. Again, very similar to the sort of a candy store style level that was in Castle of Illusion. Complete with little chocolate baddies as well. And jelly planes. It's just an adorable little game, this, it really is. Just nice. You know, I enjoy my beat-em-ups and whatever, but, you know, sometimes you just want to play something fun and light and, you know, kid-friendly. Where is this taking us? Over here. Okay. Oh, it's an angry waffle. Up we go. You want to watch out for this holly because that will put you in a bit of a twist. Although it doesn't actually take any energy off you, funnily enough. Not quite sure what the story is there. Oh, waffles are off the menu today. And this is a temporary invincibility, so let's make the most of it. But now we get to ride a champagne bottle. You don't actually control anything at this point, it's pretty much just a kind of a visual display, but you know, it's nice. And now we get to control things. We have to go and avoid the bubbles. And this is actually moving pretty fast. I'm having to react quite quickly here, because there is no way to slow down. And now we head back down to the level. Oh, a mini roll. Not had one of them for a few years. Used to be one of my favourite cakes, that. Right, yeah, we have to descend through the jelly this time. Complete contrast to Castle of Illusion, where dropping into the jelly you'd end up losing a life if you let yourself sink too far. Now we're on to the boss. Some kind of witchy woman who flies around and causes trouble. But we're getting in plenty of hits here, it shouldn't be too long before she's down. And she's down. Pretty simple boss really if you've got full health. And so now we can use our magic to command cards, which is just as well because we're going into an Alice in Wonderland themed level, which is all about playing cards. Enemies this time take sometimes 3 or 4 hits as opposed to the single hit they took previously. So what we can do here is we can lay out the deck of cards to create bridges for us over jumps. Yeah, I've never actually seen the Alice in Wonderland Disney film, but I imagine these are all references to that. This time the cards make a staircase for us. This time the cards are moving, so we have to be careful. I'm not going to be able to collect all of these items, but I don't really care. I just want to get through this jumping section. But I am going to try and get that extra life, if I can. There I go. There we go. Nice and easy. Oh, that was the wrong one, so it put us back a little bit. Oh dear, and I just missed my jump there. Got a little bit careless there. We are in the last level after all, so I think that's understandable. At least that's the excuse I'm running with. Thanks to the resetting 1-ups, I immediately got back the life lost there. Which one is it? I am going to go with the diamond. Nope, that's not it either. Oh, this is different. Now where am I? Oh good, not too far. Right, let's try this one. There we go. Running through a mirror. Of course. Through the looking glass. Yeah, this is obviously an Alice in Wonderland thing. Which is completely over my head. Oh. That power-up was an insta takedown of all the bad guys. And we're going to watch out for these holes in the floor because they will instantly end our run. And falling chandeliers. And this is one of these levels that doesn't stop scrolling, so we have to just keep moving forward. Try not to get caught up on the tail end of the screen. And we've managed to clear that part of the game. This is a difficult one because again, this little witchy woman here will just continually spawn holes in the floor, which if you fall through, you're back to the start of the level. So we don't want to do that. Again, this rather sort of mysterious music that's playing, it's probably as close as you'll get to like a last level, you know, intimidationary music, which we don't really have in this game because it is just a fun Disney play about at the end of the day. And you know what? I can't reach that power up, and I'm just going to leave it because it's only one extra health bar. It's not really worth the trouble. This is a nice little graphical effect here with the silhouettes. And up we go. Over. And we're going to ride the carriage over the spikes. But again, watch out for the bad guy who's going to try and move in on us. Yeah, that was always going to happen. Not to worry though. Still got 7 attempts left, and I think this continues as well, so should be okay. Oh, we got the power up this time. That's handy. Really, it's such a nice, simple thing, but it just gives the game that little bit of extra colour, little silhouette effects like this, and you know, Mickey's sort of panicked expression as he's running, and you know, it's nice little touches that you don't see in a lot of modern games now because you know they're too busy trying to figure out ways to monetize it, you know. It's a shame. games really are an art form, or at least they used to be anyway. Gonna time your jumps here. And over we go. And into the magic box, which will take us up here. And watch out. Jump off before you go too far down. We do have respawning enemies at this point, so be careful for when they try and suddenly reappear behind you. Nice stained glass effect here as well. Really is just nice little graphical touches that just really make this game what it is. Which is a joy to play, even if it is far too easy most of the time. Timely. And we've cleared the area. And it's now the final boss. Big Bad Pete. You basically want to try and hit his big ugly mug and avoid the ghosts that are running around as best you can. Easier said than done, of course. As the battle progresses, the platforms will go up and down less, but at the end of the day we still got there. And there is the book that will take us home. And Mickey and Donald are back. But they still have a show to perform. All of our Disney friends are in the audience there. Oh dear. It's all gone a bit wrong for Donald. And there's Pete down the bottom of the row, the back row there, just giving us a thumbs up, letting us know that he's still around. And it was mostly the same design team that worked on QuackShot and Castle of Illusion that also worked on this game, but you can see obviously this was a year or two later, the graphics are much better and they can do a lot more with the engine, although this is a much shorter game. As I mentioned, you can basically play through it 3 times depending on whether you are Mickey, Donald, or playing with a colleague and going with both. But anyway, good fun game and nice simple stuff. So that will do us for today here on Tartan Samurai Gaming. If you enjoyed this, please check out my playlist of other retro classics, and I will see you next time.